Not that much, actually. See if we can pull up the Control A tab. No, we can't. Okay. There's a spine crawler being built into base. Oh, wow. Are the roaches slow? The roaches are... Roaches are slow. Glial reconstitution has not been researched. Glial reconstitution would be a really good thing right now, but unfortunately he's not making it. We go back to this. He's going for 2-2 on his weapons. Protoss is going for ground weapons level 3, which is going to actually land before... no, it's going to land after missile attacks, but before ground carapace. If the Protoss pushes out at this point, oh, it's going to go badly. Zinnikor, oh, I think I might bet a few on Zinnikor actually. There comes the main engagement. Force fields everywhere. Roaches not being able to do an awful lot immediately. They're getting cut down in their prime. However, there are enough of them. They seem to be doing a whole bunch of damage. The Colossi not quite being able to do enough damage to whittle the roaches down before they take the whole force out. That Immortal is doing so much damage, but at the same time, it really doesn't matter against roaches. The Colossi being microed like a bouse, and hopefully now there's 3 of them, it'll prove a little bit more resilient to damage, but unfortunately it looks like the roaches are pushing in spite of all of this. Are they getting taken down? They seem to be losing a little bit of traction. All the roaches are probably going to get cleaned up at this point if the Protoss can whoop in a few more. The Colossi are still alive. Protoss is in a great place. This is going to be a bit imber. The question is, has Zinnikor actually seen that? He's seen the spine crawler, he just doesn't care. Protoss finishing up at 3-3. Sorry, 3-0. He's got nothing on his armor upgrades at all. There's a bunch of roach coming in. Money's not great for either of them, but again, it's not the way I'd sort of be at this point. And the Colossus is being baited out. No, it's decided to stay at home. We've got ground armor coming up. Immortals being brought out to counter the roaches. I say counter the roaches, be good against the roaches. Pathogen glands coming out, despite the fact that there's nothing really that... There's nothing really that important in the Protoss army to neural... Actually, no, it's neural parasite for that, wouldn't it? There's enough of an army that... It looks like the Zerg... Yeah, the Zerg might have lost their advantage somewhat here. Colossus, very good. Lots of lings being made, but will they be able to do anything against the Colossi? We've got ourselves a Spire. Is he going to go straight up to Greater Spire, or is he going to try and tech in some meters as well? The Zerg massing on this thing, and... Ooh. Protoss is massing up a large army. In terms of supply counts, they're about even, but the Protoss has a much better composition for this bit. Oh, when we see an engagement, when the Zerg isn't looking, oh god, that's not going to be good for Zerg. He's got to run away. So much damage done. In terms of units lost, what are we looking at? We're looking at... The Zerg has lost twice as much in terms of units, and in terms of upgrades, I think the Protoss is still massively ahead, and a miss rally from the Protoss. Those Zerglings are all going to die for nothing. Oh wow, some Archons being morphed in. Where are they being morphed in? Presumably back at base. No. Oh, down here. We've got Archons coming in to join in the mix, because you know what's really good? Really good against Zerg. And a thing that gets bonus damage against Bio. Like Archons. Stargate being built at the moment, possibly to make a... to build a... mothership. All you need is a Stargate followed by a fleet beacon. Another bunch of Zerglings dead for no reason. At the moment, we've got 3-1 versus 2-2. Which will win? Oh, let's find out. Protoss engaging favourably again. The Colossi doing a ton of damage from the back there. Now the Zerg roaches get in there. Force fields walling them off, but is it going to be enough? I'm not convinced it will. We're going to need to see some fantastic micro from the Protoss in order to not lose his entire army here. He's taking out as many of the roaches as he possibly can. He's going to wipe the floor clean with them. The question is, will he be able to get through to the Infestor's in the back, or is he going to go after the base? He's going after the base, he's taken that hatch out, and now he's moving around to the third of the Zerg, which is currently still full of stuff. It's not actually fully saturated, so it isn't going to be that big a loss for the Zerg. He is, however, going to lose a valuable queen and a bunch of ovies. This third base is down and out. There is literally nothing can save it now. A bunch of roaches move on to try and get in on the action, but unfortunately they're moving into a place where they can get walled off. Zerg is currently getting its backside kicked. Initially I was betting on Fiat to begin with, but unfortunately it looks like I may have made a mistake, especially if the Protoss moves up here and kills all of these vulnerable overlords. The last thing Zerg wants now is to be supply blocked. Infestor's moving in and they're going to get taken out. The Protoss is moving in. He's not actually bothering with most of the overlords. At this point, I think the betting is going to heavily favour Zinnikor, because why would you not at this point? Screw it, let's bet anyway. Macro hatch is going down. Zerg is in full retreat. There is very little I think Zerg can do at this point other than die. He's supply blocked so hard. All those overlords taken out in one fell swoop. The Protoss can build whatever he wants, and while Carapace level 3 may be coming up, that's them dead probes. Work account says 18, 17 versus 64. Well, that's got to be GG. Yeah, GG. And Zinnikor is victorious. Zerg apparently not putting enough pressure on. Question is, who wants to take on Zinnikor? In a TVP or a ZVP? Screw it. Huxley, you're a brave man. So, Collective S. Good luck, buddy. You're in for a hard one. So, let's see. What are we expecting out of each person? Well, out of Zinnikor in the bottom left here, what we're probably expecting is Forge Fast Expand, because you know what? That's what they do. I'm going to bet on Collective S just because I know him and he's a pretty good guy. And in the top right we have a Protoss Collective S, currently doing that standard thing, building dem workers, because hey, what else is there to do at this point? While the stream catches up with us, pylon. Everyone's building dem pylons, but as is traditional in PvP, you're not walling yourself in, because why would you bother? There is no point to it. Both players supply blocking themselves, as is the custom, as was the fashion at the time. So I'm just going to pop out of the stream for a second, actually bring up. That's right. I can actually see myself as I am, not as I was a minute ago. That's a little more easy. We've got ourselves a scout probe coming out from Zinnikor. It's going to get safely into his opponent's base and see that there is actually nothing there. Wonder why Collective hasn't built himself. There we go, first gateway going down, roughly at the same time actually. Again, we're seeing a lot of very similar builds because of the way the start works. Because of the way the start works, there is not much in it. I believe it was the 13 gate. I'll check on the replay. Yeah, it looks like a 13 gate. Got ourselves another pylon going down. And Zinnikor going for gas. Both players, in fact, going for gas, getting their pylons up, making dem probes. That probe of Zinnikor's not being allowed to sit still, but unfortunately, the Cyber Core only starting now for Collective S. So much chrono. Is he going for a 4 gate? Surely he's not going to go for a 4 gate now, given that his opponent has seen literally everything he has in his base. But that's a lot of energy on that Nair Nexus. Right, so we've got what looks like a Tastosis pylon, and that warp gate started. Chrono the hell out of it. His opponent is also chronoing the hell out of warp gate. This could turn into a 4-gate on 4-gate. That would be awesome. Either that would be very brutal and very, very quick. In terms of food counts, Collective S is a bit ahead. Is he ahead in terms of workers? No, spending. Yes, he is marginally ahead in terms of not only probes, but also army. We're seeing gateways coming down. Another assimilator for lots of delicious gas. 2 stalkers to 1. Probe. Zinnikor is now supply blocked and will be for the next 20 seconds. But that is the next 20 in-game seconds. So it's alright. Actually a bit less than that. It's probably about 17 seconds. He is, however, not making anything at all on his opponent, Collective S. Not entirely certain what he's doing. I'm assuming he's saving up money for gates. But if he's going to do that, he needs to build the gateways. Yeah, there we go. He's building some more gateways, but he's only got 3 gates. 4 gates. There we go. A bit late on the gates for the rush build. Micro. Collective S moving out, realizing he's outnumbered. The hell just happened there? Oh wow, that's a dead stalker. Oh wow, he's not. That's a shock. Micro, no! And this could turn into a bit of a nasty little battle up in the base. The question is, can Collective S warp in enough reinforcements to chase this back? Having seen his opponent now got an Immortal out, however, I suspect that the 4-gate push is going to fail and fail hard. He is making more stalkers. He's turning his gates into warp gates. One of them completely unused. I'm not entirely certain who I'm betting on at this point. Zinnikor does have the edge in terms of tech, but Collective S, he's got the 4-gate going. It's late, but it's there. So at the moment we're looking at 1 Immortal and 3 Stalkers and 3 Sentries versus 8 Stalkers and a Zealot. If they can get in, that Observer is going to get there just in time to not see the 4-gate coming in fast enough. Ooh, it's going to be tricky. And he needs to push in, and he needs to push in right now, because his opponent is going to be building more. Oh, he's not building more units. He's actually not building anything he really needs at all, which means this is going to be a very dangerous push. That Zealot is going to die immediately, and the units are warping in. Is he going to focus down the Immortal? I don't know. I hope so, because that's the only way he's going to win this fight, is by taking that Immortal out fast as humanly possible, or Protosly possible. The Immortal goes down. Now the difference is going to be in difference in number of units. Collective S has 5 Stalkers to 3, 5 Stalkers and 2 Zealots. He's warping in more reinforcements. 7 Stalkers to 4, 7 Stalkers to 6, 6 Stalkers to 3. Can he take that natural out? Can he push up into the main? There's no sentries there to stop him. There was, but they didn't do their job properly. The sentry is down. The Stalkers are dying. He's going to take out that 1, and GG from Zinnikor. Collective S takes the game. And I get a lot of chips. Right. I think I might actually try and play this one. I admit I am completely outmatched. And it's Rind RSA. That delay server. Another PvP. The question is, will we end up with another 4-gate? Will we end up with another different tech build? Will we end up with just a massive Zealot rush really early on that will take everything out and destroy all of your hopes? I I have to admit, probably not at this stage. But it'll be interesting to see which way the betting goes. So far, Rind RSA is the favourite.